This is the winner of a regional contest for Miss Italia.
Marta Bunda, Miss Bologna.
Miss Bologna.
2026.
So wrong. It's the same as the Dublin Rose, being a Somali woman.
Di questa serata, grazie a
Do
tutte
people
le
think
ragazze.
it's right?
Do people think it's right? He says.
The newly crowned Miss Italy is a melanated woman, and the internet is in an uproar, and she's the subject of racial backlash.
This beautiful African woman is currently under attack on social media because she just won Miss Bologna, a regional Italian pageant. A 24-year-old woman of Congolese descent, Marta Bunda, who was born and raised in Italy, has become the target of racist abuse after being crowned Miss Bologna 2026, a local qualifying title in the Miss Italia pageant. Now, following her victory, hundreds of comments appeared online questioning whether a black woman could represent the Italian city. Now, critics claim that she is not Italian, despite the fact that she was born in Italy and has lived there all her life. Now, while a lot of people are supporting her, many Italians have taken to social media to condemn her. But what do you think about this? Kindly drop your comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Do watch us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at All of Africa.
Marta Bunda, Miss Italy, the melanated woman who was recently crowned Miss Bologna in Italy. She was born in Imola, Italy. Excuse me if I'm getting the words wrong. I have never spoken in Italian. So she was born in Imola, Italy, and she's a 25-year-old woman. She's facing a lot of backlash, and we're going to get into that right now. Miss Italy is a black woman, Ricardo Ignacio podcast. All right, so let's get into these reactions.
This is the winner of a regional contest for Miss Italia.
Marta Bunda, Miss Bologna.
Miss Bologna.
2026.
So wrong. It's the same as the Dublin Rose, being a Somali woman.
Di questa serata, grazie a
Do
tutte
people
le
think it's
ragazze.
right?
Do people think it's right? He says. So wrong, he says. What's so wrong about it? Is it wrong that the model that's going to represent Italy is a black woman? If the answer is yes, then let me ask you saltines a question. Is it wrong for Miss America to be represented by a white woman and not a Native American? Is it wrong for Miss New Zealand to be represented by a white woman and not by an indigenous person of New Zealand? Is it wrong for Miss Australia to be represented by a white woman and not by an Aboriginal woman of Australia? Is it wrong for Brazil, Mexico, Puerto Rico, and basically Latin America, Canada, to be represented by a white woman and not indigenous women from these regions? Because for the
You're getting too deep for him, man. You're getting way too deep for him, man. You can't ask them these questions, man. These are uncomfortable questions, man. How dare you ask the non-melanated person of the past 400, 500, 1,000 years to ever think about indigenous people, ever think about they are actually immigrants, actually think about any of those type of things. Don't ask those questions, man. What is wrong with you?
most part, the models that have represented Canada, America, Australia, Latin American countries have been white women. And nobody has had a problem with it. I didn't see no white people come do a video and ask and say, why are the models representing Mexico, Brazil, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, the United States, white women? When we know that the original people of these regions are not white. It has been completely normalized for white models and just white people in general to be the representation, to be the image of America, of Puerto Rico, of Mexico, of Peru, of Canada, of Australia, of New Zealand, to be white people. It's complete.
Everywhere except Africa and Asia. All right, everywhere on this earth. And after doing some research, I believe at one point they believe the European descendant owned about 90% to 95% of this whole world at one point. All right, so for them, this is their world. This is how they feel about it. This is our world, and that's just what it is.
Completely normalized. But all of a sudden, Miss Italy, Miss Dublin is represented by a black woman, and OMG, they're trying to replace us. All of Europe right now, literally all of Europe, Spain, Ireland, England, Britain, are complaining because Indians, Arabs are migrating to these European countries and white people feel like they're being replaced. So let me ask you saltines this question. When all these white people sailed out of Europe, headed over to Australia, to the Philippines, New Zealand, Hawaii, the Caribbean islands, the Americas, and started pouring in by the hundreds of thousands, erasing indigenous people of these lands. Do you call that replacing indigenous people? For example,
They replaced our language, our knowledge, our history as a whole to make everything seem as if it started from a European concept.
let's look at this tweet. Miss Italy is an African. France's national soccer team is African. You white Europeans have a problem because European countries are being represented by non-white people? Do you feel like you're being replaced? So then let me ask you saltines this question. How should we feel over here in America, in the Americas, Latin America, in New Zealand, Australia? How should we feel that white people are always the representation of these countries where white people are not the original people of these places? How should we feel about that? Are you trying to replace us? It's the same thing with this new movie that's coming out, The Odyssey, where white people are condemning this film, specifically because Lupita Nyong'o plays a Greek character. Have y'all seen the comment section of posts regarding that film? Have you guys seen the comment section of posts regarding Miss Italy? You should check it out. You will learn about the fear that white people have of being replaced.
Save Europe. Why? What is saving Europe? By a melanated woman who was born in that place in Italy, winning a pageant. What is saving Europe? What are you talking about? What does that mean? Sounds like you're saying save white people. Save lighter pigmented pink peach people.
Nobody is replacing you. Just like Miss Brazil could be a white woman, a black woman, a brown woman, Miss Canada, Miss Mexico, Miss USA, Miss Australia, Miss Peru, Miss Colombia, Miss Venezuela, Miss Puerto Rico. Could be white, could be black, could be brown. So what? Who cares? It doesn't matter. Unless it does matter. Well, if it...
And we'll end it right there. Shout out to Ricardo and Ignacio. Y'all want to finish watching this or y'all want to go see his videos? Yeah, it is what it is, man. Shout out to the Miss Bologna. It looked like bologna. I'm not gonna lie. The word looked like bologna. But shout out to y'all. Y'all do y'all thing. Shout out to the Asians. Shout out to the Europeans. Shout out to the Mexicans. Shout out to the Puerto Ricans. But shout out to that melanated world, the Melanation. You heard me?